Okay, so you know how when you get like older, birthdays just don't mean as much to you? How like when you're like say 5 versus when you're 20. The birthdays just don't really have the same significance to you. And I think that's just because as you get older, you don't really see it as a big deal. Birthdays are only fun for 3 types of people: children, elderly, and people with milestone birthdays. Like, when you're a child, you're like, oh my god, we get cakes and presents. Oh, that's so cool. But when you get older, you can just buy all those things for yourself, so you don't really think of it as a big, special event. And parents, they love children's birthdays. You know why? Because they're like, we successfully continued parenting for another year. That is a celebration for them, not for the child, for them. They have successfully parented for a whole nother year. But once they've done it for like the 14th, 17th, 23rd year, they stop caring. They're like, of course we parented for another year. Of course that child survived. What do you think we're doing? Like, duh. The elderly, their birthdays, when they come around, they are so happy. You know why? Because they're old. And they're like, I have survived another year. That is a big deal for them. And then there's milestone birthdays. Milestone birthdays are like 10, 16, and like 18 and 21. And maybe like 30. Those are like the big milestones where you're like, oh my god, I'm in double digits. I am a full-grown child. Woo! And then there's like 16 where you're like, oh my, I can drive a motorized vehicle that can kill people. Woo! And then there's 18 where you're like, ooh, I can legally make choices that affect my country. Woo! And then there's 21 where you're like, woo, I can legally drink alcohol. Congratulations to me. And then there's 30 where you're like, I am an adult. I should have my life together by now. But why are we like this now? Why are the birthdays in between so insignificant? I think it's because we have such a high survival rate that living another year just doesn't really matter. Like in the 1700s when everyone was just dying because they never had any proper medical attention. When they survived another year, it was a fucking party. Everyone was happy. Everyone was like, we survived another year, okay? We have like a 1 in 10 survival rate. This is a sign that I should be alive. This is just so wonderful. But now that there's like 7 billion people on the earth, everyone's just like, oh, circled around the sun again. Woo. But why does it have to be that way? Why do our birthdays in the middle have to be so insignificant? Like, we survived another year. We could have been walking across the street, get hit by a car. Could have been walking on the sidewalk, piano falls on your head. You don't know what could happen. So celebrate each and every one of your birthdays because you circled around the sun another fucking time, goddammit. Celebrate your life. By the way, my name is Sam.